The unseen beginning. Where greatness germinates, there's a moment. One most people never notice, when everything silently shifts. It doesn't happen in front of an audience. There's no applause, no music, no one watching. Just you, alone, deciding. Have you ever felt like the world was moving forward while you stayed still? Do you ever wonder why some people, quietly and without noise, change the trajectory of their lives while others repeat the same year over and over? The truth is, everything changes the moment you stop waiting for the right time and start becoming the person who acts in silence and builds without needing permission. The path to becoming unrecognizable doesn't begin with fireworks. It starts in ordinary places. Early mornings, lonely evenings, moments when nobody is asking anything from you. Yet you choose to act. While others scroll, talk, or complain, you build. Internally at first, silently. Greatness is not born in noise. It's forged in private wars. Those moments when you feel unseen, unappreciated, misunderstood, that's your soil. That's your preparation ground. And the decision you make in those conditions matters more than anything you will ever do in the spotlight. See, most people wait. They wait to be ready. They wait for motivation. They wait for someone to believe in them. But what they don't understand is that the most powerful transformation starts when no one is clapping, and you do the work anyway. This is not about being seen. This is about becoming, quietly, relentlessly, without needing a witness. Because before anyone else believes in the new version of you, you must. And that belief? It's built by doing what needs to be done, especially when you least feel like it. When you're tired, when it's raining, when it's easier to quit. That's the battlefield where the old you dies, and the new one begins to breathe. Let this be the beginning. Not of another to-do list, but of a new identity. One that chooses discipline over delay, progress over comfort, action over approval. You don't need a plan as much as you need a standard. A line in the sand that says, this is who I am now, and I don't break promises to myself. This is the awakening. The call to lock in. Not for a day, not for a week, but for a stretch so focused, so uninterrupted, that it forces a rebirth. And that stretch begins now. Welcome to the 90-day war, but it's not against the world. It's against every version of yourself that ever settled. Silent building. The unglamorous RICU. You want to know why most people never change? Because they romanticize transformation, but resist the process. They love the idea of growth, but hate the silence, the struggle, and the solitude that it demands. But here's the raw truth. You do not get to become something new while holding on to the old. To elevate, you must go invisible for a while. You have to disappear from distractions, exit the noise, and retreat into your own storm. Not because you're hiding, but because you're building. The loudest people are often the ones doing the least. The ones posting constantly about discipline usually lack it, but not you. This phase of your life, this chapter, is about detachment. A ruthless detachment from the things that once entertained your comfort, but now suffocate your potential. Them wonder where you went. Let them ask why you're no longer responding instantly, why you missed the event, why you didn't explain. Your answer is simple. You're busy becoming. You've entered a season where your priority is not social validation. It's personal evolution. There's nothing romantic about waking up early when no one is watching. There's no medal for skipping the party to work on your craft. But over time, those quiet choices compound. They begin to shape a mind that doesn't need hype to move. A body that doesn't need motivation to act. The energy you save by not chasing validation becomes the fuel for your transformation. And soon, something powerful begins to emerge. Self-trust. Because you start doing hard things not for praise, but because they are aligned with who you're becoming. Let's be honest. Comfort is seductive. It whispers promises of ease and pleasure, but it never delivers transformation. Discomfort, real, chosen, structured discomfort, is where the new you is carved. That's why this 90-day phase isn't about punishment. It's not about burnout. It's about alignment, aligning every action with the identity of the person you've decided to become. And that alignment, it shows up not just in what you do, but in what you refuse to do. You refuse to scroll mindlessly. You refuse to waste your energy explaining your path. You refuse to participate in the same cycles that once kept you average. This is your moment of separation, not from others, but from who you used to be. And if you hold this line, if you protect this silence, something unimaginable will happen. You won't just change. You will evolve. The 90-day lock-in, forging the unbreakable. Structure transformation is never accidental. It's crafted with intention, hammered out daily, in moments that test your resolve. Imagine your life as a furnace. The fire's been lit by your desire and frustration, but now it's time to build the walls, strong, unyielding, designed to contain that heat and direct it toward a singular purpose. This is the 90-day lock-in blueprint. Simple in concept, brutal in practice. Its design isn't to make life easier. It's to make you evolve beyond your previous limits. For the next 3 months, your days revolve around 4 unbreakable pillars, core actions that sharpen your mind, your body, your mission, and your stillness. Each pillar is a non-negotiable daily commitment, a brick in the foundation of your new identity. Pillar 1. Mind. You cannot rise above the quality of your thinking. What you feed your mind determines the architecture of your beliefs and the boundaries of your potential. For 60 minutes daily, you will engage in focused input, not passive scrolling or mindless entertainment. This hour is sacred. It's for reading high-caliber books, journaling insights, reflecting on your progress, and mentally rehearsing your goals. Why is this essential? Because most people let their minds become junkyards, cluttered with negativity, distractions, and fragmented thoughts. You will become different. You will fuel your mind with clarity and precision, rewiring your identity through deliberate mental nourishment. Pillar 2. Body. Your body is the vessel that carries your standards. It's not about aesthetics. It's about energy, endurance, and discipline. Commit to a minimum of 30 minutes of physical movement daily, whether it's lifting, running, stretching, or climbing. The goal is intensity, not perfection. Every drop of sweat is a decision to build resilience and anchor your focus. Pillar 3. Mission. Your mission is your masterpiece. Each day, dedicate at least 90 minutes to deep, uninterrupted work on your craft or calling. No distractions. Number. Phone checks. No excuses. If you're still searching for your mission, make the discovery itself your work. Reading, journaling, experimenting. This consistent practice is your edge, the compound interest of focused effort. Pillar 4. Stillness amidst the chaos. Your mind needs space to reset. Each day, spend 10 to 20 minutes in stillness, meditation, mindful breathing, or quiet reflection. This is where mental fog clears, creativity flows, and your vision sharpens. The 5th pillar. No negotiation. This is the code that binds the other pillars. Unwavering commitment. No excuses, no missed days, no shifting standards based on mood or convenience. This pillar is where identity solidifies, when talk transforms into unshakable action. By committing to these pillars without compromise, you will build a new self, stronger, clearer, and ready to rise beyond what you believed possible. Resistance and identity. Navigating the walls of Tirene Sappho or Amatio. No. Worth taking is without struggle. On this 90-day path, you will face 3 walls: moments of resistance that challenge your resolve. The first wall, days 7 to 10. The honeymoon ends, the initial excitement fades. The dopamine rush from starting something new disappears. Now it's just you, the work, and the whisper of your old self begging for comfort. You'll hear voices. Take a break. You've earned it. But this is a test. One you must pass in silence. The second wall, around day 30. The quiet doubt you're no longer struggling with effort. Instead, boredom seeps in. The routine feels monotonous. The grind, numb. No applause. No visible breakthroughs. This is the moment most quit. Not due to pain, but because of doubt. Is this worth it? Is it working? The third wall, around day 60. The inner battle you begin to feel exhausted. The weight of daily discipline presses. Temptation to quit grows louder. But by now, your identity anchors are firm. You recognize these feelings as signs you're growing. How? To overcome? You move from identity, not emotion. You act as the person you're becoming, regardless of mood or motivation. You decide once, then live inside that choice. This is the essence of transformation. Discipline ceases to be a chore. It becomes your rhythm. Your identity. Discipline isn't perfection. It's persistence. It's showing up even when it's hard. Systems over goals. Forget obsessing over distant goals. Shift focus to systems, daily routines and rituals that automate success. Wake up at the same time. Follow a morning flow that primes your mind. Bookend your day with reflection and planning. Track every habit. Visual proof of progress ignites momentum and dissolves doubt. Environment is the launchpad. Clear the clutter. Create sacred space. Remove distractions. Set boundaries. Your environment reflects your mind. By committing fully to this 90-day blueprint, you rebuild your identity one action at a time. No longer motivated by fleeting feelings, but driven by who you are. This is your rebirth. Embracing discomfort. The price of EVOLU transformation demands payment, not in money, but in discomfort. Every growth phase brings unease. The old self resists because it fears loss of identity. It whispers, stay safe, stay the same. But you're here to become someone new. You pay with daily decisions to push through resistance, discomfort, and doubt. Discomfort is the currency of the next version of you. This payment is made daily. When you resist the urge to quit, when you show up even tired, bored, or uncertain, you're depositing value in your future self. The identity shift discipline isn't external. It's internal alignment. When you say, I don't negotiate with weakness, you're rewriting the story you tell yourself. You move from reacting to circumstances to acting from principle. This shift is profound. It reshapes how you see the world and your place in it. The power of no negotiation. No negotiation means if you miss your workout, you don't quit. You double down the next day. If life pulls you off your mission, you return with more force. No excuses. No exceptions. Because every excuse is a crack in your foundation. Every compromise chips away at your new identity. The compound effect. Transformation in emotion may not see progress today, but over time. These small disciplined acts compound. Like drops of water carving canyons. 90 minutes of daily deep work become 105 hours and 70 days. Part-time Job's worth of mastery. Your mind sharpens. Your clarity deepens. Your execution becomes effortless. Your presence commands respect. Your life is no longer reactionary. You're an architect, building silently, building consistently, building powerfully, mastering the inner game, mindset, habits. And RITOALS external transformation is impossible without internal mastery. Your mindset becomes your battlefield. Your habits The weapons. Build rituals. Rituals are the heartbeat of consistency. They eliminate decision. Fatigue. Same wake-up time. Same morning routine. Reading. Movement. Intention. Setting. Same evening routine. Reflection. Planning. Wind. Down. These rituals bookend your day with discipline. Track. Relentlessly. What gets tracked gets done. Build a habit tracker. Make progress visible. Celebrate chains of wins. Tracking creates dopamine tied to discipline, not distraction. Protecting your energy, pushing through resistance, and committing to the your environment reflects the state of your mind. Clutter, noise, and distractions fracture your energy, scattering your focus and weakening your resolve. To build something extraordinary, you must create sacred space, physical and mental, that is sharp, clean, and intentional. Clear the clutter from your surroundings. Delete apps that steal your attention. Mute conversations that drain your spirit. Limit mindless scrolling that fragments your day. Your space isn't just where you work. It's your launch pad for transformation. Every time you step into it, you remember your mission and your commitment. Boundaries become your fortress. You protect your time and energy fiercely. You guard your mind like a vault, because every distraction allowed is a crack in your foundation. It's a message to your subconscious. I don't really mean it. And once that message takes root, discipline crumbles. But when you wake up and follow through, even when no one's watching, even when it's boring, even when it's uncomfortable, you send the opposite message. This is who I am now. This is how you rebuild your identity, one act of alignment at a time. However, transformation is never without challenge. 3 walls of resistance stand between you and your future self. The first wall comes fast, around day 7 to 10. The honeymoon phase fades. The initial excitement is gone. The dopamine rush of starting something new disappears, leaving just you, the work, and your old self begging for comfort. You'll hear the voices whisper, "It's too much. Take a break. You've earned a day off." That's not truth. It's your past identity resisting change. This first test must be passed in silence. You don't fight it by yelling. You fight it by walking through it, quietly, relentlessly, one disciplined action at a time. Each time you show up despite resistance, you chip away at the old self. Every rep, every page, every focused block of work builds a new mind. And your old mind resists because it feels the shift. That resistance is proof you're on the right path. The second wall appears around day 30, and it's more subtle, but just as deadly. The struggle fades, but boredom creeps in. The routine feels repetitive. The grind feels numb. There's no applause, no visible breakthrough, just the relentless work. This is where most people quit, not from pain, but from doubt. Is this even working? Is it worth it? Maybe I should change it up. Understand this. The enemy at day 30 isn't failure. It's distraction, the temptation to start over, to tweak everything, to abandon what's finally working, because it no longer feels exciting. But greatness begins in the boredom, in the discipline of showing up anyway, when no one's watching. When the results haven't yet arrived, you must keep swinging. Underneath the surface, everything is shifting. Your brain rewires, your focus sharpens, your emotions stabilize. You don't see the changes yet, but they are real and powerful. The third wall strikes around day 60. Fatigue, physical, mental, emotional, presses hard. The initial surge of energy is gone. Doubt and exhaustion test your commitment in ways you didn't expect. Lean on your identity anchors now. Remember who you are becoming. You are not the person who quits. You are the person who pushes through. You are the one who moves regardless of how you feel. Because transformation is not a moment. It is a process. It's a daily choice to show up, to act, to build, even when motivation is gone, because motivation is fleeting. It can't be the fuel you depend on. You become discipline itself. Your actions become automatic. Your identity anchored in unshakable certainty. This is the power of the 90-day lock-in. A furnace forged not in comfort, but in relentless commitment. Today, decide who you are becoming. Decide to show up. Decide to build, because the world won't recognize you. And more importantly, neither will the man you used to be.